all, it's Matt with Drill Team Dynamics, and in this video we are going to be talking about the position of right shoulder arms. Right shoulder arms, in a regulation context, is a position of carry wherein the rifle sits at a 45-degree angle on, you guessed it, the right shoulder. It looks like so. So let's talk about the key points before we talk about some of the modifications that we might use for exhibition drill. The most important thing here is a solid position of attention, so make sure we're thinking about all those key points. From there, we're going to build the position with our arm and our shoulder primarily, and then we'll add in the rifle, talk about that. We want to make sure that our arm is parallel to the marching surface, parallel to the ground with the forearm, and that our elbow forms a 90-degree angle, and this is going to mean that we shoot straight down from the shoulder and then go straight forward. We also want to make sure here that we're not angled in, not angled out, that we have a straight neutral wrist going forward. Now, we are going to grasp the rifle with 3 fingers underneath the butt of the rifle and 1 finger on the top, and then we're going to connect that thumb over to the knuckle of that index finger. This is going to allow us a very strong grip from which we can manipulate that rifle. It should mean that we can actually be squeezing in on the hand between the 3 fingers and the palm. We don't even need that index finger and thumb. That's the grip that we're going to be utilizing. Now, when we place the rifle on the shoulder, we're going to want to make sure that our grasp is not affecting how the rifle sits. In other words, we want this sling side of the rifle, the bottom side, to sit just on the shoulder so that our arm is in the correct position, not too far forward, not too far down, not too far up. We want to make sure that we have those key points on the arm and that the rifle is not angled in nor out, but straight forward. From this position, we can easily manipulate the rifle into many of the techniques and spins, movements that we would need to for drill. Now, modifications that we would see here, the main one would be moving from a 45-degree angle with that rifle. Again, that will be naturally formed if you have the correct arm placement and the correct grip and orientation. That's going to happen naturally with the rifle, to moving to a vertical position. Now, in this position, the grip is going to stay the same. We might see some variation with that elbow in terms of where we want to carry that, right? But we're really looking for the straight up and down angle of that rifle, and the tendency for most is to angle the rifle slightly back so that it's still sitting on the shoulder. But if you really look here, I'm squeezing the rifle into my side. It's barely making contact with the shoulder, and the shoulder is certainly not doing any of the work to hold it up. This is a very efficient position from which we can drop down into different maneuvers as well, and that is the most common variation that you are going to see for right shoulder arms.